Owning a football club is the ultimate power move for the ultra rich. But what if there was also a way for your bread and butter everyday fans to get in on the action too? One of the ways to show your support for or feel more aligned with a company is to invest in them. And the same goes for football. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can invest in your favourite football club. Plus, I'll be answering a whole bunch of these questions so that you don't get stung by any investing offside rules. Football. The most direct way to invest in the beautiful game is to buy shares in a football club. However, unless you are a high net worth private investor with millions to burn, it's likely that you won't be able to access a company's shares until they are publicly listed on the stock market. And not a lot of football clubs are in this position. At the time of filming this video, the only football clubs listed on the stock market are Manchester United, Celtic, Borussia Dortmund, AS Roma and Juventus. You can technically also buy shares in Arsenal and Rangers FC, but they are very difficult to get. To buy some footy shares, you first need to find a broker or trading platform that allows you to invest in the shares you want. Depending on where you live, this might mean that you need a broker that lets you trade international shares. Once you've opened and set up your account, add funds, search for the stock you want, choose an amount and hit buy. If you're investing in a club that trades on a stock market outside of your native country, make sure to check in advance for any conversion or foreign exchange fees for depositing money or making trades in another currency. If your favourite club isn't listed on a stock exchange, you could indirectly invest in them by investing in their sponsors. Alternatively, if a club is owned by a public company, you could also invest in that parent company instead. For example, the German football team Wolfsburg FC are owned by the Volkswagen Group, whose shares you can buy on several German exchanges. No, you cannot. People cannot be listed on the stock market. And to be fair, it would be weird if they could. Imagine if someone else had controlling shares in Cristiano Ronaldo and the poor guy couldn't even decide what time he went to bed. The next best thing could be to invest in that player's individual sponsors who, in a way, are investing in the player for you. Occasionally, an app or platform crops up claiming to allow you to invest in your favourite players. Most, if not all of these, have turned out to be little more than gambling sites where you bet on the future performance of that player or club. Not only that, in the past, some platforms asked their users to put up several years' funds in advance, funds which many ended up losing when the platform collapsed. Keep an eye out for these and similar scams and make sure you do your research, apply a bit of common sense and only ever invest with reputable providers. To compare the right trading app for you, click the first link under extra resources in the description below. Despite feeling a very little bit like a billionaire club owner, buying footy shares isn't a guaranteed back of the net investment, and you should always keep your eye on the ball. Too much? Because a lot of people invest to support their favourite club, football shares are sometimes thought of as more of a novelty than a proper investment. However, there is nothing novelty about parting with your cash. Whether you invest in a club, sponsor or parent company, you're buying real shares in a real company, and all the usual investment risks like market volatility, locking your money up in the stock market, and the potential to lose your entire investment should be taken into account. The share price of listed football clubs should in theory be driven by the same factors as any other share, like future profit outlook, as well as supply and demand. It's also suggested that factors such as player transfers, team financials and sponsorships can impact a team's share price, while some experts argue that a team's short-term performance shouldn't be a major concern for investors. For more information on how to invest in football shares and some interesting metrics on the 6 listed teams you can invest in, head to finder.com by clicking this link up here. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, subscribe to our channel and be sure to hit that bell button to be the first to know when a new video drops. Until next time, thanks for watching.